Armando Bacot, day in the life.
You know I'm back, like I never left. Another sprint, another step, another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude.
Alright, so basically, I usually try to wake up around like 6:30. I like to really be the first one at school, that way like let's get a chance to get in there and do some homework and stuff like that, because for real I don't really like doing homework when I get home, so usually I just get to school and do it early in the morning. But also I just like to be the first one to school, just to be early, just get acclimated with school. But today we got exams. Last year around this time we was out because we took exams on Thursday and Friday, but this year they shortened the break, so Monday and Tuesday we got exams. And I got 2 exams today, and we played later against Verona, so I mean, I was up late last night studying all night, so just trying to find a balance, just getting ready for the game today, for real. Well, I mean, Richmond, it's small but big at the same time. I mean, I'll say I'm pretty popular in Richmond. I mean, a lot of people know me, so I mean, I know a lot of people too, so I mean, it's just pretty cool just being able to like know everybody and just talk to a bunch of different people all throughout the day.
Does it ever get overwhelming, or do you ever feel like you have to hold higher standards because of the name you have?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I got a whole higher standard just being a role model, but I mean, I wouldn't say it get overwhelming. Just like after my game, like a bunch of people didn't want to talk to me and take pictures, sign the autographs. I mean, I would say it's more of a blessing just being able to do stuff like that, so I wouldn't say it's overwhelming.
With your sister in the same city at Highland Springs, and you're at Trinity Episcopal, with her also being a Division I prospect, how do you two feed off each other and being successful and pushing each other to get to the next level, and then even beyond that, whether it's on the basketball court or in the classroom?
Well, I mean, me and my sister Asian, we always had a tight bond. We were real competitive in basketball. I mean, she never beat me one-on-one before, but man, I feel like her just playing against me her whole life just like helped her with her game too. But also, I mean, she created her own path. She got a couple Division I offers, and she waiting on a couple more. So I mean, it's definitely big. And the school she go to, I say, is probably the best girls team in our city, and I go to the best boys team in the city. I mean, we both like leaders on our team, so I mean, it's definitely big.
Glorious, I feel glorious, glorious.
Exam day, you already know. We got a calculus exam and the Spanish 5 exam, so you know, ready to turn up on these exams. Kind of fell off the map.
And you put the coefficients in here.
So
And you
do
do
like 1, 2,
negative, yeah, you do -2 here, you do 1, 2, -3.
You got -2 because you did the opposite of this, right?
File. So you graph that in y equals. Make a table.
That's what I was going to. Right here. I ain't got nothing in it. gotta shout out my boy Taylor. Taylor, he the GOAT. He got a couple. He got a couple offers for football. He ain't gonna talk about it though. He like to stay humble with it. Yeah, he a dog. You know. How many touchdowns you had this year?
27.
He's 27 touchdowns. Slight work. Something easy. My guy right here, you know. We call him Lil Tavon Austin.
Man, it's not every day you see one wings in the gym though for this man though.
This is the athletic center right here. It's our athletic director right there. This is where all the magic happened. I ain't lost a game in here for about like 2 years for real. We're probably like on a 30-game winning streak in here. So we just gonna keep it alive. Gotta show you some of the kicks in the locker room. My locker right here. Armando Bacot. These some heats I got these this summer at Nations and what Nations was it? Nations in LA. They gave us those Damian Lillard, so those pretty tough. Got these two this summer. These match our uniforms perfectly. I like to break these out sometimes. And the other day I just got these, so I'll get the first look at them. I might bring these out today. Like the flavor of them, you know.
Fan club comes out to see you.
It's a go right here. What you got to talk to me about, man?
What you ready to do? Man, we ready to eat, we ready to turn up, have a little fun. Defend the title. Defend the title for the city. Just play a lot every day. That's all we do is just play. I told you off the camera he plays a lot. I told you.
Me and him like day 1 and day 2 play all the time.
Is Mondo the most popular student here?
Probably so, because he's just so big and playful. So basically, it's like he can hoop, so it's like basically you can't really say nothing to him.
Yeah, everybody loves him.
That's the guy that give me all my buckets right here.
Yeah, what's that?
That's our offensive coordinator. He give me the ball.
Yeah, that's me.
That's offensive coordinator in the state, in the land. He got colleges hitting him up about his plays. Yeah, now walking to the first exam of the day. That's the Spanish 5 exam. I'm ready to turn up. I'll be back. The next exam, I'm ready to take this calculus exam. You know, I'm ready to turn it up. You already know. Talk to him, team. Shout out, team. That's my point guard. He give me the ball. That's my point guard. He give me the ball.
His team, the only team on Madden that don't got one player with a 9.
Man, bro, we just finished up exams. Been a tough 3 to 4 days studying over the weekend. Games and different stuff like that, so now we just ready to relax, kick it back, play some 2K. You know how we do over here at Trinity.
What are your expectations for tonight's game?
Well, I mean, tonight I'm going for 30. But my main thing is just winning the championship for the Times Dispatch Tournament. I mean, it's a huge accomplishment, it's a big time tournament. But also just like trying to finish off strong so I can win MVP of the Times Dispatch.
Wait, start over there.
No, I said
Ain't nobody beat me in this.
sorry, man.
I stamped that.
Fresh beef available in
We got time.
in Canada.
Look, yeah, I may just hop on the game just to give you a run real quick. Like,
You're playing
just to
against my
give you a
second
run.
team right now.
Hey, you haven't even played James Harden the whole time. I'm dead serious. You haven't played James Harden.
I haven't had Russ. I haven't had Russ, Paul George, Carmelo, or Steven.
He feel like Wade. Wade feel like Eric Gordon.
Nigga, that's not Aaron Gordon, that's PJ Tucker.
Yes, he does. Wade does.
He does not play like Aaron Gordon.
But he still gets like to the lane strong.
So recently you talked to me about your training and working out with some NBA players. Can you tell me a little bit more about that and explain that?
Well, sometime in this summer, around like August, I started working out with Ben Wallace, and he just showed me a bunch of different things in his routine, like far as lifting, but also some of like his go-to moves and stuff like that, and just helped me improve on it a little bit. So we worked out for probably about 6 or 7 weeks, and it's probably gonna revamp back up like sometime on the off season once I get more time. And also another NBA player I usually work out with is Corey Alexander. He's one of the guys I train with. He showed me a lot of different stuff, like as far as guard things and helping with my jump shot and just overall basketball as a whole.
Out of your entire game, what do you find are your biggest strengths in game?
I definitely say my low post scoring and rebound. I mean, that's my bread and butter, but also can do some things like from the high post and the wing. I can shoot the ball, but just low post scoring and rebounding are my best things.
Being 13, what sets you apart from the guys behind you and even the ones in front of you that you could eventually be in front of?
I say my feel for the game is just like low post. I feel like I got the best low post game in the country. And just my feel for the game, my instincts. I just really think I know how to play the game of basketball. And also just, I'll probably say like my productiveness. I mean, I put up some pretty big numbers like on the AAU circuit and high school. So I'll say those two.
What's the biggest difference when you play, do you see, between playing in the summer circuit and then playing in the Trinity Episcopal regular season?
Yeah, with Team Loaded, I mean, I'm playing with a lot of different studs and stuff like that. So, and I'm also playing with like Big Dave and Oscar, 2 guys that's like more like centers than me. So at AAU, I was more to show like my versatility, like my jump shot, scoring from the wing, working a high post, pick and pop. So I was able to be more versatile with AAU, and just also like, yeah, I didn't have to like, I was a leader, but I didn't have to lead as much as I have to with high school. Like, so with high school, it's just more of me leading and just can't afford to take off no games. It just got to be full throttle the whole way.
And if you could pick one NBA big man that you compare yourself to the most, and who would it be?
Jahlil Okafor, just like the way he played the game. I feel like I liked him out of my game after him play like him.
He's at Trinity Episcopal. Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you, being that you're obviously the best player, the highest nationally ranked, and do you feel like all the pressure falls on you during games to win them and produce to make sure the outcome is a dub?
Just with the pressure thing, I don't never really feel pressure because, I mean, it's a lot of worse stuff I can be going through in my life. So I feel like just playing basketball is an easy thing. So I feel like pressure is just like, I don't know, I just don't never really sense pressure, never really get nervous playing basketball.
How do you show leadership on and off the court with the guys around you on Trinity Episcopal, in the classroom, outside of the classroom, just wherever?
I'll say first with just the way I perform, just setting an example with just the things I do, but also just communication. I can get along with anybody, communicate, start a conversation with anyone. And I feel like my humor and just the way I am can reach out and connect everyone together. Bunch of W's in 2K, it's too easy, man. Look at it. Can't beat me in 2K, dog.
Boy.
And I beat you too.
Boy.
I beat you too.
Boy.
Don't forget it.
I bet you $5.
You can't beat me in
I beat you in
2K.
Cleveland.
You can't beat me today. I think I'm gonna bring out the Adobe 5s. Come out there with some flavor, you know? Just a little look at them.
Yo, cousin, run.
To bring out some heat today. You already know I'm rocking.
Coming out to win, man. This is my city, man. Like I said, man. It's my city. I told you it was coming out.
So coaching Mondo over the past 3 years, how have you seen his progression year by year, and how proud are you of him for what he's accomplished?
I'm incredibly proud of him. I mean, has gotten so much better every year. 8th grade, he was a JV player. 9th grade, he was on varsity. His minutes increased throughout the year, but he still never started a game. 10th grade, first team All-State, first team All-Metro. You know, one of arguably the best player on a 35-1 state championship team as a sophomore. And then he's expanded his game this year. His ball handling is better. He stepped out, he hit a huge 3 tonight, and that's something he's added to his repertoire. And also leadership. I mean, it's come a long way. And it's like I told him, this year is going to be really like a college level course on leadership for him. Because as a junior, being a captain on a team that's got a lot of high, lofty goals it's not an easy spot to be in. But he has to embrace that role as a leader, and I think he's doing it more and more. And you know, you see that in practice, and you saw that tonight when we were struggling, we weren't shooting well. But you know, in timeouts, he was, you know, keeping us going, and like, we're not losing. I got this, you know, and put the team on his back and led us to a great win.
And then, so you obviously see Mondo day in and day out on and off the court in the classroom.
Yeah.
What's something that most people wouldn't expect from Mondo that you truly see him improving on day by day?
He's, so I taught him last year in U.S. history, and he's a great student, and he's really curious. So he asks great questions. I mean, and that's one thing that really to me is more important than basketball is that intellectual curiosity, that desire to be a good student as well as a great athlete. And he doesn't, obviously, because the way society is, doesn't get as much praise for that as he does for putting up 30 points and everything. But that's one of the things I love about him. Another thing, and I told him this a few days ago, that I love about him is he is willing to be coached. And I mean, we can be hard on him when he needs it. He takes that. He's a very, very coachable player, and at that elite level of talent, sometimes you think you have all the answers, or when you're talking on the phone to some of the millionaire Hall of Fame coaches that he's talking to, it might be easy to be like, when your high school coach is talking to you, like, in 2 years I'm going to be playing for fill in the blank famous coach, but he listens, he tries to take what we're telling him. You get good eye contact. He's more than willing to say my bad when it's warranted, and that's really refreshing for a kid that talented.
What is the biggest thing you have seen Armando improve on since day one of basketball to where he is now being a national ranked player?
Running the floor. Runs the floor very well. His work ethic. Just he works every day, 6 to 7 days a week outside of his play with his team, and just really running the floor. His endurance has really gotten better. His lateral movement, a few things.
From a parent's perspective, how dedicated is Armando to the sport of basketball?
300%. Very dedicated. It's very rare that we get to see him. We get to see him around this time, nighttime, because he's working all day. Isn't in school. He's somewhere, working out, jogging, just trying to make his game better and make himself better.
And what is your favorite basketball memory of Armando?
It's a whole bunch of them. I'd say probably him winning his national championship this summer with Adidas Team Loaded. That was very big for us.
Ready, set, man. And this will conclude my day in the life. Shout out my man Chris and shout out Score Highlights, baby. Until next time.
Crazy man, I ain't even put no effort, crazy man. Try on with the Glock, don't make no sound, say something and get shot, face down to the ground. I ain't got no respect, ayy, you might think I'm dumb. I'm just 17 with a whole lot of money. You, I hop up out that coupe, sorry. You don't like me while you worry about what I do. Be the car put up in, so you might think I flew. Tell me why you say that, young boy. Cause I'm flyer than your dudes, ayy. If you think I'm then you a fool. I ain't got no education, I dropped out of school. No security with me, so I'm strapped up with that tool. Try to take my jewelry off me, you gon' make the news. Cuban links around my neck, it cost me 22. Bought them up again, could've went and bought a school. With the Neiman Marcus for my pants and my shoes.